Okay, good day, fellow learners, and I'm back. This is your mentor, your fact check buddy, Ray Gapuz. This is a special episode because, after I had COVID and eventually came out of it with the so called second life. So good to feel that I'm still here in this earthly world and still willing to serve everyone. So, I'd like to share with you a part of my life which I have yet to share, and this is about my graduation in the US, and that's actually the most organized graduation I have attended. And this is special because I attended the graduation. I went there alone actually, but if you would see, I have with me the pictures of my mom and my father, my mother and my father, who are so dear to me. They did not live long enough to see me turn my great dream of finishing a degree in the US to reality. That's why I brought their pictures with me and tied them around my neck to remind them that they are near my heart as I went through the ceremony. But at any point, at that point in time, I'm just so overwhelmed with a lot of emotion. So let me share with you that the graduation was organized after almost 3 years of pursuing a master's degree. I finally got the opportunity to turn my dream to reality, and that is to earn a master's degree in the US. And what was funny was that I wasn't expecting to graduate in 2019 because I know I cross-enrolled with one subject, and so I thought that's gonna cause me a delay, and most likely I'd be graduating April of 2020. However, as fate would have it, my college eventually considered the subject that I cross-enrolled, and what was funny was I almost did not open the email telling me that there's like a week or 10 days left if I would apply for confirmation to graduate, which simply means the implication is I will have to rush through my special projects and my portfolio. And that would mean if I'm going to graduate in December of that year and I just opened my email, I think September. So that just gives me barely 3 months while doing the courses, and at the same time I will have to rush through my portfolio, my technology assignments, and I will have to get the nod of my advisor. So in a nutshell, I was cramming, but I was able to get through it. And then I ordered the graduation regalia and it was sent to me. I gave my Philippine address because I wanted to try it on before flying to the US, and so I got this, of course. And then since I had the most organized delivery system from my school, okay, and then they actually also sent me this. Okay, what was good and cool about this is that it has your sort of batch 2019. Okay, batch 2019. So let me just wear this for all of you guys. Let me try it on once again, and let's relive the experience as I share with you snippets of what transpired during my graduation. Okay, is my hair okay? Okay, do I look like what, a siopaw or what? Okay, that's the effect of the steroids I took because of COVID. In fact, I'm having problems with my hair because your anticoagulants 3 months after, if you have received massive doses, could eventually affect your hair. Sometimes it leads to alopecia, which I hope would be temporary. Okay, so how do I look? Perfect. Okay, so let me share with you about my graduation. And so I flew to the United States by myself, very unlike my usual graduations when I either would have my mom, my mother, or my father at the end. Okay, it's just so cool. Look, okay, elementary days in Rosario, La Union. And then I flew to Philadelphia all by myself, okay, and arrived at my hotel suite. And then I attended the university hosted dinner with your family, of course, ideally, but I was all alone there Okay, and well, I just try to enjoy, and I brought my mom's and my father's picture anyway. So, and then they asked us to put our signature on the alumni board that's specific to the batch. That's gonna be 2019. That's my name in the middle. I signed it in the middle. I always wanted to be there. Okay, and we were hosted to a sumptuous dinner with some testimonials and recognitions of those who contributed much to our journey in the university. And then we were given pins like this. I still have mine over here. That's the pin. Okay. That's the one that I have here on my collar. Okay. And after that, we were actually assigned to a specific table. And on the table would be the list of those who are graduating under each specific major. So I am the only Filipino under the major of Learning, Design, and Technology. So then we have the rest, all foreigners in the class. Okay. And then, well, I still have with me the commencement, okay, program that contains my name, of course, on the list of the rosters of graduates. Okay, this is really one thing that I value, because it's not every day that you are given the opportunity to graduate. Okay, so this is under Learning, Design, and Technology. There you go. So I'm just making sure that I'm in the roster, okay, of graduates. That's a name. So I still have it with me. Very nostalgic. This is sort of a reminiscing therapy for elderly patients. When they don't have anything to do, they just reminisce, okay? And then, of course, I requested for my diploma, which I still have yet to open, and it was already filed by my household staff. In fact, it has its sequence number in my file cabinet at home, and also my transcript of records that arrive more than a year after because of the pandemic. Okay, I gave them a notification email several times, but they were explaining it's because of the pandemic. Then eventually, when this one arrived, well, they have to wipe it off with alcohol wipes, and that explains why you have some smudging of the ink. Okay, so we will open. You're gonna see. You'll be one of the few. Okay, or it's gonna be the first time that I will unbox, so-called unbox or unwrap my diploma, and it's gonna be in front of your very eyes. Okay, so I requested for 2 copies of my transcripts. Okay, which we're going to open. Oh, it's already open. One is already open. So here we go. It's not so crowded. Okay, so the courses I've taken for the university. So proud of this. This is product of my blood, sweat, and tears. Okay, for almost 3 years. Okay, and after that, okay, I attended the commencement exercise. You would later on see the video, and it's very unlike the times when I attended my this is actually my pre-baccalaureate mass picture during the time that I graduated from the University of Santo Tomas. And this is where the ceremony, okay, of my graduation in Pennsylvania. It's actually at the Bryce Jordan Center, and it was at 4:30 p.m. The program started on time, like most American programs would. Okay, and of course that's me after the graduation, because I have to fly back to LA to join my friends who are my second family. So I have my college friend here, Mr. Rocky Garbida, who very willingly hosted me in his fabulous abode in Santa Clarita, and of course my mentor and friend, Prof. Bridget Lau. Okay, we had a graduation reenactment. We were all smiling and laughing because I have to wear my graduation regalia again for the photo ops because they weren't able to join me in my graduation because they were also busy doing their jobs and classes. Okay, and this is another friend of mine, the wife of June, Joy Garvida. Okay, and let me just show you a snippet of my graduation.
Lauren Ashley Depew, Special Education. Ricarte Anyo Gapuz, Learning Design and Technology. Chelsea M.
So if you would
Houghton,
notice,
Higher Education.
it's just
Gail
announcement of
A.
names
Stevens,
in a
Higher
continual
Education.
manner. Ayan ang
Kathleen
pagpipenguin ng tawag ko.
Kavanaugh,
That's
Higher
me, that's
Education.
me, that's me, finally.
Brittany
Okay,
Lynn
so I was also taking
Konetsky,
the
Higher
picture for
Education.
myself, but for this, I asked my
Robert
IT staff to record it from the university site. Then after that, I took a video of myself as I move out of the Bryce Jordan Center. And you would notice that there are a lot of people who attended the graduation. I would have been happier if my parents were still alive. Okay, but what matters the most is I was true to my promise. I'm gonna earn that degree in the future, and so I did. Okay, so that's me, and
Lauren Ashley
oh,
Depew.
sorry for that. Okay, and after the graduation, of course, I requested for my diploma. And I'm going to open it for the first time right before your very eyes. So let me make sure that I don't get myself cut while opening this. Okay, still is properly packed, and well, the glue that they use is still so sticky. So I don't want to damage the diploma. And I'd like to share the joy of opening this for the first time right in front of all of you guys. Okay, and could I have a shift of the close-up of myself? Okay. No. Can we just turn this off and then just stop sharing? Okay. And yeah, that's better. This is now my diploma. Okay. So this was actually sent, I think, in the US, and then I brought it with me here in the Philippines. I really never, I don't remember anymore whether this was really sent in the US address or here in Alabang in the Philippines. And here we go. Oh, there's supposed to be a clapping thing. Tan tanan, tananan, tan tan. The Ida March is supposed to sound. Okay. And here we go. Finally, I got my diploma from one of the US public IVs. And I'm so happy I turned my great dream to reality and I earned it. And this is my diploma. Oh my God. And it has all the details. There you go. Okay. I have my name. Okay. And let me just read what it says. Pennsylvania State University, by authority of the Board of Trustees and upon recommendation of the faculty, hereby confers upon Ricarte Año Gapuz Jr. the degree of Master of Education in recognition of the completion of advanced study in learning, design, and technology, in testimony whereof the undersigned have subscribed their names and affixed the seal of the university this month of December 2019. And signed President of the Board of Trustees, Mark H. Dumby, and the President of the University, Eric M. Bayron, and of course the Executive Vice President and Provost of the University, Nicholas Jones. Thank you so much for the opportunity to experience this once in a lifetime achievement, and I'm so proud that I am now a US educated professional. That has always been my dream. And I share this with you guys to give you some inspiration. I did this after, finishing all my responsibilities with the family. Of course, you know how it is here in the Philippines. You have to send your siblings to school. You have to help the family with all the financial needs. And after that, can you focus on your personal dreams and ambitions in life? And I'm so proud to say I did all that before I ventured into my own personal dream. And I'm happy because it came at the right time. Okay. So once again, this is my transcript of records. Okay. The second copy for the first time. I have to open it in front of you guys. So once again, I hope you don't stop dreaming that someday soon, whatever it is you have in your heart and in your mind will turn to reality. This is your mentor Ray Gapuz, your fact check buddy, saying, if you think you can, you will. Just believe deep in your heart. Thank you.